Hi everyone, we are back today in the kitchen to create a Disney snack that is just about as famous as the park. It is going to be the Cheeseburger spring rolls. And you can find the Cheeseburger spring rolls at a little cart on the way into Adventureland. It is a very hard to find snack because the cart is either the cart keeps very strange hours, I would say, and sometimes it's open and sometimes it isn't. So if you have been dying to try the Cheeseburger spring rolls, then you're in luck because I'm going to teach you how to make them. This recipe is not an official Disney recipe, but I think it's pretty close, and it's very, very easy. So let's get started with the cheeseburger spring roll recipe.
Let's get cooking.
For the sake of time, I've already chopped up my onion. I've already put in my salt and pepper. We have garlic and we have ketchup and mustard. We will be doubling this recipe because we have a large family and I'm also prepping for the weekend. So we're doubling it. So everything here is going to be making 20 egg rolls. So if you only want to make 10 egg rolls, you're just going to have this recipe. And we have one whole onion. We have a teaspoon of pepper, 2 teaspoons of salt. We have 2 teaspoons of garlic, and we have 2 tablespoons each of mustard and ketchup. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're putting 2 tablespoons of oil into our pan, which I already have in here. So we're warming up our oil. We're gonna add in the onions. And we're also gonna add in the garlic. And we're gonna cook this for 2 minutes.
So, if you're making something and you want to see if it's hot, don't put your hand like this, and otherwise if you close it like that, you can get burned. So just put your hand like that. Okay, back to cooking.
After cooking the garlic and the onion for about 2 minutes, we are going to add in our beef. And it's basically just gonna be, I'm using 2 pounds, like I said, because I'm doubling it, but it's just 1 pound of ground beef. And
it's simmering. Hey, isn't this the meat we use for what was it, chili? Yeah. Alright, keep going.
So I'm just gonna combine this in here, and then I'm gonna pour my salt and my pepper on the meat.
I'll grab it. I'll be it.
Here, why don't you do it?
Okay.
Sprinkle it on. Alright, and we're gonna mix it up.
Look at all that meat, it's already cooking. I can already see some brown.
Yep, we're just gonna make sure that we cook it until it's all brown, and then we will drain it.
Which means you're gonna dump out all the liquid into the sink. If you're cooking and you have very long hair, just make sure to put on a hairnet or tie your hair up and put it in a little cooking hat. I tied my hair back. That's also an option, but just remember to do that every time you cook. Aprons are sometimes necessary if you're cooking with very messy things, because that way you won't get dirty. But I'm not wearing my apron today because I forgot all about it, but that's what I wanted to tell you guys. Okay, back to mommy making the meat.
Now that we have this all browned, we're gonna just drain it, and I'm gonna use a colander for that.
As soon as we get over to the sink, that is.
Okay.
All that fat is going down the drain.
And
Boy, that meat is looking good.
I'm just gonna return it. We're gonna return it to the pan.
The big pan.
We're gonna make sure we get all of our onions back into the mixture. And then we're gonna take our ketchup and our mustard and we're gonna add it into the beef and mix it up. And then we're gonna let this cool for 10 minutes. These are the egg roll wrappers, and you can find these in the section of your supermarket. Usually it's close to the produce department where usually they'll have a section with egg rolls and egg roll wrappers and like little dumplings and things like that. But that's where you're gonna find these. A quick fun fact about the cheeseburger egg rolls, we've never actually eaten them in Disney because every time we've gone, either the cart was closed, the cart wasn't open at all, or there was a huge line, so we just didn't ever eat them. But I've been actually making these cheeseburger spring rolls at home for years because they were a popular Disney treat. And I said, oh, I wanted to try them last time and I didn't get to, let's try them at home. I did use a different recipe. I had been using Rachel Ray's recipe and they were good and I enjoy them. We make them pretty much, I would say that we make them maybe every other month, maybe every 3 months. But I usually make them with potato soup, which is what I'm gonna do tonight. And that's how we eat them as dinner. You can eat them as just like a little lunch on their own, or you can make soup, or you can make salad. And do you like the cheeseburger egg rolls? Yeah, they are a favorite of the kids. The kids love these. But I also, you do have to fry them, but I have a deep fryer. And so for this, I'm gonna use a deep fryer, but you can use 2 cups of oil in a hot pot, and that is perfectly fine to do. They come out just the same. Before I had the deep fryer, I used to fry them in a pot of oil on the stove. So what we're going to do to stuff these is we're going to take 2 tablespoons of our beef mixture. We're going to put it in the middle of the egg roll. And then we're going to take 1 tablespoon of shredded sharp cheddar cheese and put that on top. And then we're gonna take a little bit of water on our fingertips and we're just gonna wet the top of our egg roll. We're gonna fold the sides in. We're gonna fold the bottom up and then just keep folding. And
so kind of like an envelope.
That little bit of water will create a little like glue to stick them together, and that is it. That's how we wrap them up. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how easy do you think this is?
On a scale of 1 to 10.
With 10 being the hardest and 1 being the easiest.
1.
A 1, super easy.
On a scale
It's
of
super
1 to
easy.
10, how do you rate your pain?
So we also, we tasted the meat, because this is the first time we're using this recipe, and we tasted the meat, and I think I actually like this version better than Rachel Ray's. What do you think?
Yeah.
You do? You like this version better?
Yeah.
You don't really taste a lot of it doesn't have a very strong mustard taste even though there's mustard in it. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't really, it gives it a flavor, but it doesn't make it taste like mustard, which is really nice.
I prefer honey mustard instead of
But the Rachel Ray version has Worcestershire sauce in it, and it gives it a very distinct, strong flavor. So I do like that this doesn't have that in it, and I'm eager to see what it tastes like after we fry it up. But yeah, I think this is a really good recipe. So now that we're all done rolling up these egg rolls, I'm gonna take my fryer basket and I'm gonna put, let's see, about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could just put as many as will fit. If you're using a pot, you're gonna basically fry them on one side and then turn them over and fry the other side. So you're gonna do 2 minutes on each side. I'm just gonna put them in for 4 minutes. Let them cook, and then we'll pull them out and see what they look like. All right, we're gonna pop these out. See that? See how beautiful those look? I'm sure they taste really good too. And you can always, if you like them a little darker, you can leave them in a little longer. It's really not a big deal.
I want to taste
but
one.
These look good to me. I will cut one open to show you guys what they look like on the inside with the cheese. But that's it. That's how you make the cheeseburger spring rolls from Disney. Okay, let's cut one open.
It's done. It's delicious. I want to.
That is going to do it for our Disney-driven cooking vlog for the day. So stay tuned because we are going to be making a dessert for our next Disney-driven food vlog. And I'm just going to say that it's delicious. So make sure that you check back for that. And I just wanted to say thank you for being part of our world, and we will see you next time.
Later. See you next time on The Little Chef.
Burn your mouth.
I dropped a piece.